Hi, my name is Matthias, and this is a video explaining a patch for the Electra One controller for the Roland SDE-330 dimensional space delay, which is still a nice delay because it has these binaural panning features. It's pretty cool, but it's really annoying to edit and use, and it always was. Never was friends with it. I liked the sound, but the user interface was just disturbing. So before you started the patch, you have to be sure that in and out, MIDI in and out of the SDE-330 are connected with the Electra One, either with the physical ports on the backside, or you use the USB port, as I did. Just routed with, I routed it with my regular MIDI interface with the software. There's a couple of ways, but you can use the physical in-outs as well. So let's start it up. When you load it, it's already requesting some parameters from the SDE, which are the system parameters, as you can see here. And this page is called the system page, here, system. You can bypass the device, you can change the bypass mode, you can change some MIDI parameters like the MIDI control change number for the expression pedal, the mode of the control switch, if it's normal or toggle, you can turn on Omni mode, this kind of stuff. And you can even access the LCD contrast, which is not very visible on the video, but in reality it is. So you can adjust it here. And you can lock the whole panel. I don't know why they implemented this, but I thought, why not? So you can lock it and unlock it. Sometimes one little last press was recognized, but anyways, yeah. And then you can see the rest of the pages is still empty. So there's only the system page. What you have to do as well is set the MIDI channel. So this sets the MIDI channel from the Electra One patch. So basically you want to set the same MIDI channel you set here in the SDE. On the system page, let's see if I find it. It's RX and TX, receive and transmit channel. The default on my patch is 12. If you want to change it, you can change it with the Lua script. Unfortunately, there's no way yet to save this. At least I didn't find one. Maybe there is one. Let me know. But you can. This channel is only the channel of the Electra One, and the channels in the SDE you have to set manually. So once you did it, you can request the current patch displayed. So let me select some here. This is just the program change. Let's use this one. When you request it, immediately it's populating the pages. Here you can see it needs 2 pages to display all the parameters. So this is only the EQ and this is all the rest. It's like delay. Here, this is the delays. There's the feedback delay. These are all the DCA parameters, including the envelopes. Here you have the panning. This is the damp for the feedback path. Here is the MIDI sync and the notes. So I try to structure it a little bit. If you have ideas how to improve this, I'm always happy to have suggestions. So please let me know in the comments below the video. I'm still working on this patch. But let me show you a couple of more things. One thing you have to know, the SDE has a weird way of accessing the separate algorithms. They are basically attached to presets. So as you can see, this preset has algorithm number 9. It's called gate feedback. the preset. So, but it's based on the DUC3D delay. If you populate it, you can see it here. It's called DUC3D delay, and here it's even saying the name of the patch, gate feedback. You can always go back to the system page and switch to another preset. Let's use this one for pitch shift delays. Yeah, so here you have like the pitch shift parameters, the panning, the azimuth, which goes from around your head, and it's also wrapping around. So you can go right and right and right, and then it's like circling around your head, which is a lot of fun. I try to take care of the parameter ranges, so everything should be correct. So, but if you find something that's not right, please let me know. Here you have the quality of the pitch shaft. So it's basically quality or speed. You have to decide if you want to have a fast pitch shifting or a nice pitch shifting. And here on the top, you have the delay feedback path. Yeah, so you have the damping and the feedback of the delay. What else? Yeah, so the preset management has one more obstacle in the SDE. The presets go basically from, oops, bumped my camera. Go from 0 until 300. So let me go to the first one and then select the preset number 300. This is a ROM preset, and the ROM presets are unfortunately not accessible via sysx. So if you try to request this one, nothing happens. I have to find a way to deal with this. Maybe I will ignore all the patch numbers above 300. So because what the patch is actually doing in the background is it's basically reading this number from the display, which is accessible via MIDI sysx, and then it's requesting the corresponding patch. So maybe I have to make one more version where I take care of this. If you ever run into this problem, just switch between one page and go back to the system, so it will be back to normal. And you always want to be within 1 and 200. So it can read all the patches between 1 and 200. What it also can't do is read the current state of what you set in the device. So it can read the saved patch, but for example, if I go into a patch, let's request it once more. You see the delay is 270 milliseconds, and if I change it here, it's changing in the device. But if I change it in the device like this, it is not changing here. And if I request it again, it will go back to the original setting. So please have this in mind. So if you want to use this, you always have to edit it from within the Electra One. And don't touch the device. So what you can do is, of course, if you like a patch you made, you can just save it, give it another name, and then it's accessible. So then you can load it anytime. So my idea is to implement a save function, which is, I think it's possible, because you can access the buttons, the physical buttons via MIDI sysx. It's quite fun. What the implementation or the implementation of the Roland device is quite sophisticated. So you can access the buttons. And what I'm doing, for example, whenever you are in a patch, like in the edit mode, and you go back to the system page, it switches back to the or it presses the exit button once, because it only reacts to control like program changes when you are not in the edit mode. So if I'm in the edit mode, I can send program changes, but it's not reacting. I have to exit edit mode to go to have the program changes working. So I decided that it always goes back to the top level. One more thing, which I accidentally showed before, the page switching, I haven't explained yet. You can do it here, like with the conventional way of the Electra One, or I implemented gestures, so you can touch 3 knobs, consecutive knobs or buttons, and then it switches to another page. So this is page 1, this is page 2, which is right now empty, and this is the system page. And this is all the pages you need. The other pages, there is nothing on it. Basically, it uses 2 pages. Yes. So that's basically it. So just request a patch, have fun, switch between pages, select another program. So quite works pretty well. So, and it's very snappy. So if you change parameters, you will be surprised. In the original SDE, you can only map 3 MIDI control parameters at once. I don't know why, because it reacts super well. Like it's totally fine, but they made it only accessible via sysx and not via a MIDI control change. You can only, in the original idea of the SDE, you can only have 3 parameters at once, which you can access from the outside. Yeah, here you can access all of them. As well, I made a little fun thing, as you can see in this patch. The LFO is basically synced to the other one, so it has 2 LFOs, and one is always in the inverted version of this one, so it's called inv. You can sync it as well, so it's in phase, here it's out of phase, and you can also select triangle and sine, and as you can see, when you sync one to the other one, the frequency disappears, obviously, because it's always the frequency of the one that is the master. And as well, you can't switch it to sync. So it's only restricted to triangle and sine. If you switch this back to sine, you can sync this one, and it's vice versa. So this is one as the master, and this is the frequency and the depth. So the user interface is quite sophisticated, and I try to incorporate all of it into the patch here. So also the scaling of the parameters is all like in the original device. Some parameters even have finer resolution. I didn't like try if this really changes something, but if you're, for example, in one of the 3D patches, let's go to the 8-tap 3D delay, then you have this azimut parameter somewhere here, and this goes in very fine increments of 1 in the original device. If I find the parameter, let's see, let's go to the edit mode. Oh, okay, it's already here, azimut. It's going in increments of 5. So if I edit this parameter number 3, then it's in steps of even 6. So it's 6, yeah. So steps of 6. If I edit this here, it's steps of 1. So final resolution. I found one little bug in the original firmware. One parameter is accessible in the user interface. It goes to 0, but it's meant to stop at 0.7 as all the other delays. So yeah, they never fixed it, I guess, but this is corrected here in the patch. So have fun with it. And if you have any ideas or wishes, let me know in the comments. I will implement a save function and probably also some safety. So if you accidentally try to load a patch above 200, I will display a little error message or something and not have it like stop responding. Yeah, but other than that, I think it's quite working quite nicely. So try it out. Let me know what you think, and if you have any wishes, let me know in the comments. Have a good time. Bye.